Hello, everyone. Welcome to Is Your Networking Not Working? I'm Melissa from the Business Insight Center at the Central Library of Rochester and Monroe County. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please remember to mute your microphones and we will enter all questions in the chat. We'll be answering them throughout the presentation. This presentation is being recorded and will be uploaded to YouTube. If you've registered for the event, you'll also receive an email with the presentation slides. Just a reminder, all services of the Business Insight Center and the Carlson Center for Intellectual Property are free and available by appointment only. And I would like to introduce you to Christine Rutgers from the Small Business Development Center.
Thank you, Melissa. Hello, everyone. Once again, my name is Christine Rogers. I am a business advisor with the SUNY Brockport Small Business Development Center, which is also known as the SBDC. Our center provides the free and confidential business counseling to startups, entrepreneurs, and small business owners. Our free services are made possible by funding from the SBA, State of New York, and our host campus is SUNY Brockport. Our business advisors are accessible in person, virtually, or by phone. And along with our advisement, we also offer a fast track to business class. The next class takes place in March, and you can register online at the sbdcbrockport.org. Our website also allows you there to make an appointment to sign up for an advisement session with one of our advisors by clicking the schedule appointment link. Also, make sure to follow us on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. And at the end of this seminar, there will be a short survey. If you can just click on that, we'd appreciate your feedback. So today, I would like to welcome our special guest, Toni Harris-Taylor, who lives by the mantra of being drastic. In her business, Drastic Results, sales marketing, and sales coaching, she helps her clients learn strategies to get known, be connected, get paid to grow a 6- and 7-figure business. Toni is an intercontinental speaker, international coach, and 12 times author. Her latest book, Show Up, Be Up, Follow Up to Blow Up, contains 25 short stories proving that networking works. And with over 30 years of entrepreneurship experience, she's a champion for small business success. Toni's also a videocast talk show host, philanthropist, and has won several awards for her work. So we welcome you today, Toni Harris-Taylor. We're looking forward to hearing what you have to say on networking.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, New York. I am so excited to be here, and thank you, Christine, for inviting me to share my opinion that has turned out to be proven about how to get your networking to working. And hey, happy 2024, everybody. So put 2024 in the chat if you can hear the sound of my voice so I can make sure. Thank you, Sean. Sean is actually my special guest, so thank you for showing up this morning, brother. I appreciate that. So listen, we have a chance every January 1st to start over. And here we are at January 3rd, and we are talking about networking. Networking is a little tricky for a lot of people, and I'm going to talk to the introverts a little bit later, but networking can change the trajectory of not only your business, but your entire life. Now, how many of you are entrepreneurs? Put me in the chat if you're entrepreneurs so I know who I'm talking to. Make sure I'm talking to the right people. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And so I see a lot of entrepreneurs. Oh, Alban Aries Uslan is in the process. Come on over. Come on over. This is the most fun, the most challenging, but the most fun that you can have with being an entrepreneur. So I'm going to get right into it. If you have questions, comments, thoughts, things you want to share, put it in the chat. I can see the chat. I do have 2 screens as well. So put it in the chat and I will, I know that Melissa's going to open the chat and let me know when I have questions as well, but I can see it too, because I like feedback while I am speaking so that I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. And those of you who have your camera on, like Tuesday Morn, is that your name? Tuesday Morn? Awesome. Shawali, Robert, thank you. Ali, Gina, William, thank you for having your camera on so I don't feel like I'm just talking to myself. Anybody else brave enough to turn on your camera? I appreciate that. And let's start with that. Sean, I see you too. The first key to networking is to show up. And when you show up to an event like this, or you show up to virtual networking, the first key to success, hi Davina, is to turn the camera on. Turn the camera on, because people can't build a relationship with a black square with your name in it. And this is all about building relationships to help you to grow. People do business with entrepreneurs because they know us, like us, and trust us. And the first key to success is to be seen, especially when you don't feel like it. So always, when you have the opportunity to ask a question and be seen, make a comment and be seen, and then show up and be seen. So is your networking not working? I know we want our networking to work because it's a way to generate leads for our business. I'm going to make sure my technology is working, so bear with me if I have any hiccups here. But in our small amount of time, and I have to end at the top of the hour, we're going to make a big impact. I hope you have something to take notes with, by the way. So help increase your confidence where there's some uncertainty around networking, help you get clarity around networking where there was confusion, and unlock within you the desire to use networking to make an impact in the world. So I'm here to help you understand how to make money. How many of you want to make more money in 2024? Put money in the chat if you want to make more money. William and Ali, I saw your hand. Yes, we want to make, but more importantly, you make more money when you make more impact. Do you understand that? When people know you, like you, and trust you, and feel like you are touching, moving, and inspire them to do something different, that's when the money comes. Jeffrey, I see you. Show me the money. I can't do the backflips Cuba did in the movie, but you get it. Before we go any further, I have a gift for you. It's called Networking Strategies for Drastic Results, featuring ChatGPT tips for networking success. If you want it, hit that QR code or go to sixfigurenetworking.com and download my guide to help you to be a better networker. And then once you download the guide, you'll get a confirmation screen. Make sure you join my Facebook group called the Six Figure Network for Marketing and Sales Success. So download the guide. I put the link in chat, sixfigurenetworking.com. All right, let's keep it moving. That's the between two screen. By the way, I do have two screens. So if I get stuck, that's what's happening. Okay. So put in chat, what's the purpose of networking? What's the purpose of networking? I want to see what your answers are. Need sales. Hi, Chloe. I see you. Albaneries. Am I saying that right? I see you too. You have red glasses, girl? I have red glasses too. I have 15 pair of glasses, so I have to pick the right glasses. Oh, somebody said it. I saw it. Collaborations to grow together, learn, collaborate, grow together. Sharing your value, Pilar, offer what you offer to the world, to extend your business, Davina, to build relationships, to find link to buyers. And so the purpose of networking is to get more connections, strategic alliances, referral partners, and clients. I put clients last because the mistake most people make is they think that networking is for selling. It is not the time to sell. Networking is the time to meet people who can help you, you help them to grow their business. And I'm on a personal mission to teach as many entrepreneurs that I can how to be givers. Because when you give before you receive, you're on the other side of somebody else's giving. And too many people network and they're short-sighted because they think it's about the person that's standing in front of them. But if I build a relationship with Ali and she likes me and I like her, she might open doors for me on the other side of her into her network. But if I'm so focused on transaction versus relationship, I'm going to miss out on all the people Ali could open doors for me. So I need you to change your mindset a little bit around networking. It's about building connections and seeing who you can help in the process. But if you don't have a strong network, Robert, you ain't got nothing to give. So part of your networking is to build that Rolodex, Gina. I'm dating myself. These kids on here don't know what no Rolodex is, but it's building that network that you can open doors for other people. What networking is not, or what it is, is building relationships and supporting your community, finding resources that help you to grow, and it's not the time to sell. Now, this is my girlfriend, Star. Star is a star. I'm so envious of her because she got the right name for her personality, her energy, and she's a stage speaker and an actress. Her real name is Star. How did her mother know? Star is a stage speaker and an actress. She said, I can speak in front of thousands, but I hated networking. And I met her networking and we became fast friends. And when she was struggling in her business, I'd say, Star, you need to go network. And I'd tell her what to do, but hey, she's my girlfriend. Is she gonna listen to me? Probably not. So I said, Star, come to my conference. I do a conference every year called the Viral Networking Conference, and just assist. So she was there to assist me, and she started listening to what I was teaching. And she started implementing, because everybody leaves my conference with appointments. So she started doing what I was telling them to do. Do you know, in the past 2 years, through our network, Star has grossed over $120,000 from just Tony's network, because I attract people who are givers. So those people that she was having appointments with started opening doors for her, making introductions for her. And because she's a star, started buying from her. But it all came with her understanding it wasn't about selling, it was about relationships. So here's what I need from you. This is the beginning of the year. This is the perfect opportunity to do something different. And so I want you to implement these strategies I'm teaching you. And I'm going to tell you, most of these strategies work with virtual networking as well. Sean Atkinson is on this call. We have never met in person. He lives in New York. I live in Houston. And we've never met in person, but we met virtually on a virtual networking, and we've stayed connected through social media. I met with him yesterday. I said, hey, I'm speaking in New York. Show up. You never know who you're going to meet. And here he is today. You got to take immediate action. Success likes speed. Success doesn't think about it. Success likes drastic action. Not just action, but drastic, uncomfortable action, right, Davina? You got to get uncomfortable if you want something different. And it will feel drastic. But I promise you, if you do what I tell you, it'll change your life. Now I'm going to skip ahead to some of the different slides. So successful people take drastic steps to get drastic results, period. Why are we here? Because I've cracked the networking code. And me and my clients have literally made millions of dollars in sales through networking and relationships. You know, I struggled as well, and I almost quit. In 2019, I was at the end of my rope in my business, and I started looking for a job. I used my network to look for a job. And when I got 2 six-figure job offers I was waiting on, I decided to show up to an event because I was in a state of confusion. I didn't know which way to take my business. And I showed up to an event that was 5 hours from my home. It was a women's retreat. There was only 12 people there. Never worry about how many people are going to be in the room because it takes one to change your life. And just as I was waiting on job offers, a lady named Helen that I met at that women's retreat followed up with me, introduced me to my Network in Action franchise. And today I am the leader of 4 networking groups, 2 virtual, 2 in person, where I have the privilege of making connections for people to help them to help each other grow their businesses. Because I showed up at a time when I was ready to quit. I need that to sit with you for a minute. Some of you on this call are just about to quit because entrepreneur is not easy. And you probably are looking for jobs. I know the feeling. Keep showing up anyway. Keep meeting people anyway. It takes one person to change the trajectory of your life. So today I'm an award-winning marketing and sales coach. My business is Drastic Results Marketing and Sales Coaching, where I help entrepreneurs get known, get connected, and get paid. I'm also known as the coach that connects and the networking queen, because I have spent several years building a global network. When you are my client or someone is my client, I open doors for them. I'm also a multi-unit award-winning franchise owner. I never thought, number one, that I would be a franchise owner, and number two, that networking could be a franchise. And it changed the trajectory of my life. 12-time Amazon bestseller. And this is the latest book, Show Up, Be Up, Follow Up to Blow Up. It is on Amazon. And then I just over the holiday got certified as an AI consultant because I'm ready to help my clients take their marketing to the next level using AI tools. My biggest single paycheck that came from networking and relationship sales yielded a $50,000 payday. Who would want a $50,000? Put 50 in the chat if you want a $50,000 payday. And it was all through relationships. So I said to myself, imagine what kind of impact I could have if I put these networking strategies into a step-by-step course, help entrepreneurs to grow their businesses through relationships. But here's my challenge. I've spent a lot of time networking. I've spent a lot of money on coaching. How do I put it into a package that is going to help you in an hour? So I'm giving you the high level points. If you will have the opportunity, if you say, Tony, I want to talk more to you, I'll show you how to do that at the end. All right. So there's just not enough time to get through it all, but I'm going to give you the framework that I use to generate millions of dollars in sales through networking and relationships. I'm going to show you what to do or tell you what to do before, during, and after a networking event. I'm going to show you how to show up, be up, follow up, so that you are prepared. You don't look and feel awkward when it comes to networking. And I'm going to show you how to follow up, follow up. Most of us lose the money because we don't follow up. I got to stand on the soapbox right now. Let me just stand on the soapbox right now. Let me see if I can stop sharing. And my share icons have gone away. There we go. There we go. So I got to stand on the soapbox. Y'all okay with that? All right, let's go. If you're not going to follow up, you might as well not show up. And most of us lose our money because we don't follow up. We don't have the systems for following up. And people, when they meet you, they don't know, like, and trust you yet to open their network to you. I'm going to tell you exactly what I teach and what I do to be able to open so that people will want to open network to you. The fortune is won in the follow-up. If you don't have the business and making the money that you want, you need to check your follow-up. And your follow-up, I'm going to simplify it for you so that it is easier. But if you're not going to do what it takes to follow up, then you might as well not show up. So I just wanted to say that. And by the way, I've experienced it myself. I'll meet somebody and I'll say, I need what you have. And then they don't follow up. And a lot of times I'm testing them to see if they really want my business. So if you ever go networking, somebody says, I need what you have, you book appointment with them on the spot. That way you don't have to follow up. Don't leave it to the follow-up, because the other problem is people don't see your email when you follow up, right? And so just do it now, which is one of the strategies that I teach. So let's go. Create a strategy. You can't be networking willy-nilly, Christine, and think you're going to get results willy-nilly. That's my high-level professional term, William. So you cannot network willy-nilly and think you're going to get results. You have to have a strategy before you go, during the event, and after the event. And what happens is most entrepreneurs don't have a clear-cut plan for their networking. So first thing is, you got to know your target audience and where to find them. Who do you serve? Who serves the people you serve? See, in my business, I serve entrepreneurs. I serve particularly service-based entrepreneurs, speakers, authors, coaches, trainers, financial professionals, real estate. If you sell a service, those are my target markets. So where are those people? And who already has those people? SBDC already has those people. So all I have to do is build a relationship with Christine. Actually, I built a relationship with Jenny, who referred me to Christine. So build a relationship with someone who's a giver, who's a connector, and who has your people. So when you are networking, part of what you're looking for, the people who already have your people. So I do a lot of speaking like this for free because I know I attract my right target audience this way. I didn't have to invite not one person to this except Sean, but I didn't have to invite anybody to this room. That's what you want. You want to build relationships with people who already have your target audience so that they will put you in front of their people. So you want to find your strategic alliances. Those are the people who already have your people. You want to join a referral network, a network of people where they all join to intentionally find connections for you. You join to intentionally find connections for them. That's different than just joining a general network. And I'm not saying general networks aren't important. I'm a member of 2 chambers. So I appreciate, but a referral network similar to NIA will, and BNI that's out there, those people join to help you grow. So get in the middle of a group that's there to help you grow. Use our friend ChatGPT. Who's using Chatty these days to find? Excellent. Use your friend ChatGPT to find the people, the organizations, and all you have to do, let's say you cater to women. So in ChatGPT, you write a prompt, show me the organizations in New York that cater to women entrepreneurs. And you will get a list. You can go back and be more specific. Show me 20 with their website, and you'll get a list. Then, before you go to the website, you find the event, you register for the event. You find the leadership. You go to LinkedIn and connect with the leadership before you go. Send them a DM. I just registered for your luncheon in January. I am excited to attend your networking meeting. I would love to connect with you before I come. When they respond, you say, hey, how about we hop on a 30-minute Zoom call to get to know each other? I want to learn more about the organization. If they're the president of the organization, they should want to get on a call with you to tell you about the organization. In the meantime, you get to tell them who you are and what you do and why you're coming to their event and who you're looking for so that they can make the connection for you when you show up. That's networking, y'all. And when I tell you that has changed the trajectory of my life, the other thing you want to do is use an AI tool. And there are 10,000 plus AI tools out there. All we hear about is ChatGPT right now, but there are over 10,000. And I became AI certified so I can pare that list down for you. So you want to use AI to know the personality that of the person you just reached out to. So let me show you how this works. I use a tool called NowSite. NowSite is great because it is AI and it's got landing pages, websites. It also will go find contacts for you. So all you got to do is put in service-based entrepreneur, what it is you're looking for, and it'll go out to the LinkedIn world and bring you a prospect. Then you do what I just told you. Not selling, because people are getting sold to in LinkedIn and it's a pain in the butt. Okay, we're not selling. We want to build relationships. So this is Alicia. Alicia is in my network. I wanted to get closer to Alicia because she's now my AI consultant teacher and trainer. But before then, I wanted to connect with her. And when I connected with her, I put her information in NowSite. NowSite went out and found her profile and told me she was versatile, open, personable. She tends to be open and inviting with new people, often getting energized when collaborating on a shared idea. I'm all about collaborating, right? So I look at the behavior. NowSite says Alicia may naturally bounce between topics in a conversation. Don't be so structured with Alicia. What? When emailing Alicia, use emoticons. Some people hate emoticons, but Alicia likes them. So when I emailed her, I put some emoticons in. When meeting, engage in a conversation. Don't be so rigid. What? I get to know the personality of the person I just met at a networking event when I get on a call with them? Get out of here. AI is changing the game. How to get Alicia to book a meeting. So what if Alicia was a sales prospect? Somebody, maybe she's in corporate and she's somebody, it tells me exactly how to word my email so that she will feel like I'm speaking directly to her. Tools are out there to help you enhance your networking. You don't know what you don't know. So you've got to show up so you can learn. And I really do commend y'all because 70 people signed up for this and y'all showed up. So y'all understand that. So remember my analogy. I find an event. I sign up for the event. I go find the person on LinkedIn. I then can put them in a tool to show me that person's personality even before I message them. And the Now Site tool actually write the message in her personality. Get out of here. Are you kidding me? Make it so much easier. So networking is dating. This is Mia. Mia is my little sister. She's not my real little sister. She is now my family, though. We met at the worst networking event ever. It was horrible. It was at a country western bar, and I love country music, so it wasn't about that. And it was crowded and loud. It was about 300 people there. Less is more with networking. I need y'all to understand that. The bigger the crowd, the more you can get drowned out. I am not an introvert. I think I'm an ambivert. And even crowds like that just really overwhelm me. And I am in this business, so don't feel bad if that's true for you too. So anyway, as I'm about to break out of this horrible event, I see Mia across a crowded room. I go and I tap her on the shoulder. I say hello, and I book a date with her on the spot. That is what I teach my clients. Book a date on the spot. Don't be waiting until you get home to email somebody to try to get them on your calendar. It's not going to happen. Your email gets drowned. Has anybody ever tried this? And then they act brand new, Robert, like they weren't even there. Wasn't even there here. I just met you yesterday. And they just act like, I'm like, no. I leave every event with appointments on my calendar. My clients tell me that's what changed the game. In fact, yesterday, client told me she is a recruiting staffing agent. And so she met someone at a Christmas party, and he is opening 10 dispensaries. And she met him at the Christmas party, booked appointment on the spot. She said, Tony, thanks to you, I booked it on the spot. I normally would not have done that. And she met with him yesterday, and he's hiring her to staff his 10 stores. I know what I'm talking about. It's changed the game for me and my clients. You want to be strategic, though. Not everybody gets on your calendar. And sometimes when you date these people, they're duds. Just like in real dating, Chloe, when you are dating for romance, sometimes they're duds. You can't get that hour back in your life ever, but it's okay. Most of the time when people are showing up, they're not duds. They want to win, and you might have to teach them how to help you win, but that's what networking is about. So ask for a date. That's how you be up. By the way, the other thing about being up is you got to look the part. You see, I'm dressed. I glued my eyelashes on for y'all today, even though it's virtual. You don't know what's happening on the bottom. My pajama pants, my fuzzy slippers could be going on at the bottom, all right? But on the top, I put my hair on. I picked the right glass. And yes, I did put my hair on. I put the right glasses, picked some jewelry. Show up. Be attractive. Too many people today in business are sloppy. I'm calling you out. I know I'm stepping on some toes, overly casual. You have to look like you are in business. Show up, look good, have some energy and confidence. And if you lack any of that, I can help. So release feeling awkward, uncomfortable, salesy, sleazy, and slimy. So, introverts, I'm talking to you. Yo. So, number one for introverts, don't try to work the entire room. It's quality over quantity. My rule when I go to an event is 3 to 5 appointments, 3 to 5 dates. That's it. I'm not trying to meet the whole room. 3 to 5 appointments on my calendar, and then I can go home. Choose smaller events. As I said, less is more. My life was changed in an event of 12 people. I met one who changed the trajectory of my life. When she came to my conference in October, she said, she looked around the room. There was over 100 entrepreneurs in the room. And I had them stand up if they had met me after September 2019. 80% of the room stood up. She came to me with tears in her eyes and said, Toni, what if I had not followed up with you? You'd be working on somebody's job you hate. None of these people would be in your life right now. And she was right. Because she had the courage to follow up. By the way, it took her 3 months to follow up with me. 3 months. And in her mind, she said, she probably doesn't remember me. It's too late, but I'm going to do it anyway. And because she followed up and had the courage, it changed the trajectory of not only my life, but my client's life by extension, and probably one of your lives. Phone a friend, introvert. Remember the lifeline on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You want to be a millionaire? Phone a friend. Go to the event with a friend. If you don't, and find the extrovert friend. Find the friend or make friends, as I said, with people before you go. Go find the board members on LinkedIn and make a friend before you go. You got to have courage if you're in business. You got to get drastic if you're in business. So phone a friend and then focus on helping others. Take it off of you. And your purpose for going to network is to build your network so you can help other people in your network. See, people always say to me, Toni, I'm an introvert. I really don't like networking. You know why you don't like networking? Why you don't like to show up? Because you're making it about you. Another soapbox. Your business is not about you. Your business is about, let me stop sharing because I need y'all to see my eyelashes. Your business is about the people you're meant to serve. And when you are uncomfortable, you're thinking about you. You're in your head. Your business is about the people. You already told me earlier, you make an impact. But not if you're scared to show up. You won't make an impact to nobody if you don't put yourself out there. Your business isn't about you. In my Facebook group, I did a video last week and it came to me. I'm always choosing a word for the year. And I was a little bit like, what's my word this year? And it came to me during my video. My word is love for 2024. My word is love, period. But my word for 2024 is love. See, I show up because I love you, an entrepreneur I haven't met yet. I show up because I want you to win with networking. Because I love entrepreneurship, I love entrepreneurs, and I love people who get after it. I don't think about me. If it was about me, I'd be in the bed. You got to show up because you're in love with the people you haven't even met yet. So you can have an impact in their lives. Okay, off the soapbox. All right, here we go. Does this make sense? What I'm saying, is this landing, Shawali? Yeah, it's got to make sense if you're going to do it. All right, so let's keep it going. So know what to say when you don't know what to say, introverts. Tell people what you love about what you do. Ask people, are they a member of the organization and what do they like about the organization? Ask them where are they from, what brought them to the city, or if they're from an area you're locally. Who would you like to meet while you're here? And I literally ask that question. And when I meet the person, I walk them to each other. Yes, I do. Because I'm not there for me. I'm there to serve other people. But guess what? In the process, who gets served? Because those two people I just met and I just connected are thinking to themselves, well, if she done that for us and we're not even connected to her, imagine if we connect to her. And then give a sincere compliment. So these are conversation starters beyond who are you and what do you do? We all know that. But give a sincere compliment and then let the conversation flow naturally. And then use technology to stay connected. So connect with them on social media. Sean is here today because we met virtually 2 years ago, I think. We had a one-to-one, we had a date. He came to my conference in 2022. We stayed connected on LinkedIn. He posted something last week that I was intrigued, reminded me we needed to catch up. The catch-up call closes more sales. The catch-up call is about the people that you've had dates with and not a lot transpired on that first date. By the way, when you're on the first date, if there's a great connection, schedule the next date. But connecting with them on social media reminds them that they're there, reminds them that I'm here and that they're there. And then I can always say, DM them and say, it's been a year since we caught up. Let's do a catch-up call. I had Sean's link in my DMs from the past. All I did was hit his link and he probably was shocked to see me get on his calendar, but I hit the link and there it was. And now he's here today. By the way, Christine, Sean would be an excellent speaker for a future. Consistent email marketing. Did y'all hear that, by the way? When you connect with a connector, they're not afraid to help other people. Christine is going to reach out to Sean because I'm going to make sure they get connected. Because he showed up this morning. Had he not showed up this morning, I wouldn't connect him. Maybe, maybe not. I would forget. Email marketing. When you have a calendar link in the right system, the right tool, again, I use NowSite, then you can put them on your email list. Automations make it so much easier. So those of you who signed up for my guide, you're now on my email list. You will get a series of emails. You can opt out at any time, but you're going to get a series of emails that keeps my name in front of you. And it's automated. And then text message marketing. Got to have permission, but use the tools that are available to help you to grow your business. Stop just collecting business cards thinking you're doing something. And then last but not least, hire a coach. And whether it's me or anybody else, you can't do this by yourself. I have, since 2003, I've consistently hired a coach to take my brand, take my business to the next level. I believe that a coach can push you when you don't feel like it, help you to get drastic and out of your comfort zone. Everybody needs a coach. Most successful people have coaches. LeBron, Tiger, Serena, they all have coaches. They know their craft, but they have a coach because the coach can see when their swing or their shot is off. Hire a coach. All right, I'm going to skip that. So here's your recap. Your networking is not working because you don't have a plan or a strategy. You don't know your target market and where to find them. You feel awkward, uncomfortable, salesy, sleazy, and slimy. You aren't intentionally using technology to stay connected, and you don't have a coach. A coach is going to move you when you can't move yourself. So the question is, do you think if you did some of these steps, it would drastically improve your networking results? Yes, I see lots of heads shaking. So who's ready to create a networking strategy to show up, be up, follow up, to blow up? Put me in the chat if you're ready to do something different in 2024. William said compliments can be misinterpreted. So it depends. Don't come off as salesy or sleazy. If it's a sincere compliment, even if it's to a woman, it doesn't mean that they think you're hitting on them, right? So it can be a generic compliment like, you look nice, right? Men do have to have, you just got to walk a little bit of a line there, but it will come off as genuine. Very good. Ready like Freddie, Lady D. All right. So I'm having a free training this Saturday. It's called Show Up More in 2024, and I want to help you with your social media and your networking. It's free. So hit the link, show up, and let me help you. I'm going to introduce the Now Site tools so that you can see exactly how it can help you in your business, and other AI tools as well for video marketing. Let's get this AI implemented. And if you're scared of it, we'll talk about that as well, but it ain't going anywhere and it's only going to get bigger. So you might as well hop on the AI bandwagon. I'm going to leave that up, but I want to take some questions. So what questions do we have, Melissa?
Not really any questions that weren't already answered in the chat itself.
Okay. So anybody have a question? Unmute yourself, please. Question or comment? Yes.
I was wondering, do your networks need to be industry specific? Can you hear me?
Yes, Ali, I hear you. Does your network need to be industry specific? It depends on your business. What's your business, Ali? It looks like you have a slow connection. So it depends on your business. You need to have a niche. You need to have a target market. So yes, your networking should be like me. It makes sense for me to show up where service-based entrepreneurs are. I don't want to show up where somebody sells a pretty earring. That's not my target market. And so I try to be, when I show up, I try to show up where the people are that I'm going to serve, or where the people are that serve the people I want to serve. Does that make sense? Miss Gina, I saw your hand up. Yes.
Yeah, thank you for all of this advice. It's been really great, Tony. But one of the things that you didn't actually talk about that I've noticed that you do is you own your background and what you bring to the table. And so many clients that I have don't like to, they call it boasting. If I talk about an award I won, or I published an article, it's okay to own what those are. You don't have to be like in someone's face, but you presented some credible background information that really helps to solidify that you're an expert in this field. And I think one of the things you demonstrated was the ability to talk about your background, to validate your credibility, and do it in a way that is welcoming to people, and such an important step when meeting people and getting them a buy-in. Would you agree?
Absolutely. So, and look at my physical background. Does it show credibility? Right? too many entrepreneurs show up virtually. They don't have a good physical background. So I got awards on the shelf. I got books on the shelf, right? My brand is prominent. But thank you, Gina, for that. People do business with you because they know you, they like you, and trust. So if you don't share the ups and downs of what you've been through, how is someone going to truly know you, like you, and trust you? I also shared, Gina, when I was having struggles. I was about to give it all up, and that I kept showing up. Everybody has struggles. So you got to be vulnerable, share that you've had some challenges. And then, yes, you want to share your credibility and and it's not bragging. I mean, don't you want to do business with people who've been successful? Don't you think your clients, prospects want to do business with you that's had some level of success? So show up. It's part of showing up, Gina. It's part of showing up. All right, any other questions? Okay, William, would you recommend someone who can help me sell a product rather than a service? So, William, unmute yourself. Tell me about your product.
Yeah, I'm a physician and I invented a electronic bear that reminds people to take their medication, and it works. So
Okay.
I'm trying to sell it.
I could use that myself. I always forget to take my meds.
Well, it's Meditedi, MEDITEDDI.
Put it in the chat. I'll look it up.
All right.
So, yeah, let's have a conversation. Get on my calendar, which I will show you the link to do that. Actually, I'll put the link. Let's have a conversation about that. I do know people in my network that might be able to help. Even Sean might be able to help on that. Okay. Here's another tip, by the way. I put my calendar link in the chat. Have a calendar link ready for networking always, so that when you meet people, you can give them your link. They can just tap the link and get on your calendar. No back and forth, what time works, all of that. Now, when you're at an event, pull out your phone and book it on the spot. They look at their calendar, you look at yours, and then have a system that will automate that booking. So those of you who will get on my calendar, it's going to automate, it's going to send you reminders. Calendly works. I use another system for it, but whatever it is, make it automated so it doesn't feel like a chore. Use technology. Technology is our friend. So make sure you use it. Okay, I got 6 more minutes.
Really quick, there were 2 other questions that were in the chat. One was, how do you go out into networking when you're more of an introvert, less friendly? You spoke to it, but I've also heard you give like a really detailed answer that I still follow. And you spoke on it about being able to go with someone, but how much easier it is to be able to talk about someone else and how well you know their business, and then coming back and really being able to exchange the notes. So if you don't feel comfortable talking about your business, going with someone that knows your business well enough is something where that person can do the networking for you, and then you're doing the networking for that person. And when you get back together, then that's where you can exchange some of those. So you explained it, but I remember you explaining it in a way where as soon as I heard it, I was like, that's it. And then the other thing was people were asking about ChatGPT and some of the different ways that you can use it. And you being AI certified, I just want to make sure you had a chance to speak on that.
Thank you for that. ChatGPT has changed the game. First of all, let me acknowledge what Sean said. If you phone a friend, you go with a friend, you network for each other. Absolutely, that's true. So you ask them, who are they wanting to meet tonight? And when you find that person, you walk them over to your friend and vice versa. That takes the pressure off of you trying to network for yourself. ChatGPT has changed the game. Besides content that keeps you connected, you can also use it for social media posting. I saw somebody said, could you explain more about how to develop a social media presence? So the very first thing I would do, William, is take the business cards that are on your desk and go find these people on Facebook and LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn because it's business related. Facebook because it's personal and people tell you all their business. And some of you hate Facebook still 20 years later because people tell you where they had food. You know what? If somebody posts that they have food at a Greek restaurant and they're in my network and they're local to me, I love Greek food. So I would say, I'm glad you love Greek food. I love Greek food. Let's catch up and meet for lunch. Don't be annoyed by social media. People tell you your business. That's a perfect time for you to say, we need to catch up. So take all the business cards. Every date that you have going forward, William, you connect with them on social media. And then you comment on their posts, engage with their posts, use ChatGPT. You can actually copy and paste the comment that or the post that they make, copy and paste it in ChatGPT and ask Chatty to write a response to this social media post. Inside and outside, it does it for you automated. So that's a few tips on social media. I'm a baker, Allie, so I would be looking for baking networking groups. No, ma'am, you'd be looking for buyer networking groups. Now, the baking networking groups, which by the way, there probably exists, go to ChatGPT or go to Google and say organization for bakeries or organization for bakers. And if it isn't one, start one. That's where you get your industry knowledge, right? And I know that was your question. That's where you get your industry knowledge. But the buyers, you need to be in groups with your buyers, which is critical. All right, so I'm going to end this call by saying thank you so much for taking time out to show up. The first key to success is to show up. If you want to have a conversation with me, how I can help you schedule a call. If you're not available on Saturday, you can register. There is an upgrade to get the recordings, but schedule a time with me. Let's have a conversation, see how I can help you with your marketing overall using networking as a foundation. I'm going to turn it back over to Christine. Thank you so much. And remember, this is Tony Harris Taylor saying, take a drastic step today for a fantastic tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Tony. And Melissa, I think we're all set. This was wonderful and we appreciate your time, your energy, your enthusiasm, right on point for starting a great new year. And with that, I think we'll end. Thank you.
That's the end of our program. I'd like to thank Tony for speaking with us today. A recording of the program will be posted on YouTube on the Rochester Central Library website. We will email all registered participants a copy of the presentation slides, as well as a link to the YouTube channel.
Bye, everybody. Have a great year.
Thank you.